Hi, Stratman here. Got a question asking about how do I get a mini chart looking so crisp and clear with a nothing hindering it in the background. There's a couple of options here. I'm going to take you through those two. First of all, let's just add a chart. We get the pretty ugly look here with the grid lines. Some people like grid lines. I don't particularly like using grid lines. First thing we'll do is we'll just add a mini chart. So grab it off the list. You can't see what I'm choosing here, but obviously I'm choosing my Pipware mini chart version 3 at the moment. Just going to change it to single mode just for the sake of this exercise. Mini chart appears on here, but heck, you can't really make it out. It's an overlay over top of the current price. The most obvious thing to do straight away is to click the chart shift button there. There's the shift handle just here. It should come up, chart shift. Click on it, drag it, and it will move the main chart out the way. Still, mini chart is there, but the grid is kind of obscuring it a bit, and we want to do something about that. So two options. First option, which is quite a valid one that a lot of people use, is to add a text label. You can grab it here, or you can get it off your insert menu. Click insert menu, there it is there. So let's do it. We add the label. What you want to choose is on the fonts, choose Webdings. Choose a lowercase g, nice big size, 130 size font, and make it the same color as your background. Make sure this is not ticked. It seems a bit counterintuitive because you'd probably think that you'd want to be drawing it as a background. We don't. We want it to be over top of the grid. So let's click OK. What you do is you get the G Webding as a square. So if we double click on that square and drag it, hello, our mini chart comes into view quite nicely. So you could put a number of these little squares anywhere on your chart to do this kind of trick. So if you want to just get rid of the border around the outside, just double click on it. Now another option is that if I double click on that again and delete, I don't use a grid. For those people that do use a grid, well, probably you want to put you probably want to do it that way with the Webding. My preferred method is to right click on the chart, choose properties, which is off the screen there, and we're able to change all the colors. Now the trick is to change whatever you want to get rid of here to the color that you're going to use. So I'm going to choose a black grid. So if I click OK, the grid is gone because it's black and it's the same color as the background. Now that's great if you're wanting to still see everything here, but if you're doing multi-mode, you may want to get rid of this. You might not want to see the scale or the time, which is below the window here. So what you can do is, you guessed it, just go through and select everything to be your background color, and you can see it all disappearing on the chart to the left there. As I do this, everything will disappear, which is exactly what we want. The only thing you have to be wary of though is that even though you're making all this disappear, there is still the border of the window here. So you probably aren't going to be able to move your mini chart over top of where this stuff is, even though we're making this disappear, because this is the boundary of the chart window. And there we go. So that's a way of doing that. Multi-mode, you can obviously lay out heaps and heaps of mini charts on there. Just one tip when you're using multi-mode, if you're using currencies that are not the currency of the main window in the background, the reason I talk about that is that these mini charts will only update when the main chart window here receives a tick. So obviously with it being Euro USD here on my mini chart, I'd probably want it to be Euro USD as the chart that we can't see on the main window here, because every time the main chart gets a tick, I'll get a tick here. Currencies are the same, so this will update perfectly. If the chart window here is Euro USD and I've got a Euro JPY here and a GBP USD here and a Euro USD, well, all the charts will update based on when the Euro USD or main chart in the background gets updated. So if you've got multiple currencies shown on the mini charts here, make sure to choose a currency on the background that is updating often, i.e. getting a lot of ticks. Okay, well, that's Stratman again from metatrader-mini-charts-background.avi. Please check out my site, lots of interesting stuff going on there, and we'll catch you later.